core is one, and I can behold the tide.
Hey everyone and welcome. Now we've all seen the Odysee that comes with green policy, the absolute fragile logic that's being used to justify green policy. And we've also seen that green policy is what's crippling the West's economies to the extent where we've now got cost of living crisis, energy prices crisis, fuel prices crisis, tax crisis, etc, etc, etc. We've also seen that another facet of the green policies that's supposed to help the world but seems to be destroying it to do so is the attack on farmers. Now we've seen the Dutch farmers being attacked with batons by the police for standing up to a, shall we call it, dirty, underhanded tactic in regards to nitrogen in the fertiliser. Now this is a fertiliser that they were forced to use by the EU and are now being victimised for using it to the extent where it has become completely unprofitable as a business to be a farmer, and the Dutch farmers understandably are up in arms about that. You're effectively telling them that you're not going to have a trade, you're not going to have a job to leave, you're not going to have anything to leave to your children. Well, it seems that was passed to others in the West, specifically Trudeau, as he's come up with the exact same policy about nitrogen in the fertiliser. Now you've got to remember that the governments that are now saying this to farmers are the ones that have been regulating them so much that they've had to use things like this. So they created a situation and are now going to profit from it. Now you've also seen that we, the UK, are also not immune to this fragglery, because that's what it is. And we have done stupid things like paying farmers to rewild their land, which basically means not farm it. So we're paying them not to farm. We've also seen that we've been offering farmers £150,000 if they'll just, excuse the language, fuck off and retire, effectively shutting down the farmland, amongst other things. And it doesn't end there. Now Ireland are getting involved as well, and they have come up with a genocide policy, obviously to save the planet. This is how you save planets, you see. You actually destroy them. This is green policy, everyone. Proposal to pay farmers €5,000 per cattle head culled. Culled is a nice way of saying murdered, killed, destroyed, ended, etc, etc. So now we're actually looking, this is while we're having a food shortage. Remember that we're having a food shortage, everyone, that isn't completely manufactured at all by our side. It's got to be food shortages because of Putin. Well, it turns out that Ireland are prepared to pay £5,000 if you'll just kill off your cows. This is the livelihoods of these farmers, by the way. €5,000, I don't think really covers it. So it's a move that probably won't be taken up, but they're looking to get rid of 10,000 cows. How is this green policy, everyone? Let's murder an entire animal breed because of a little bit of farting. Now, let's not also forget that CO2 is what the green stuff lives off. Without CO2, we don't have green stuff. And without green stuff, we don't have food. So it's a long-term, in my honest opinion, attack on the very thing that enables us to survive. Absolutely shocking, but it does seem to be a lockstep movement by the West's leadership. Now, this is obviously against the people, isn't it? If we're all going to be starving because of it, it is, in my honest opinion, treasonous. But I'd like to know your opinion, everyone. Let me know what you think on this one. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like, comment, subscribe. I'm sure they're trying to starve us all to death. Absolute joke, isn't it?
You either start protecting yourself or you die. You either fight or die. Either fight or die.
Stay sane. I'll see you on the next one.